Hello everyone. In this video, I will explain what is the local storage and session storage in HTML5. See, for example, if you want to store some form data in your web browser, then you can use the local storage and session storage. So in this video, I will explain what is the difference between local storage and session storage and how to store the data using the local storage and session storage and how to get the data and how to remove the data. Okay, so first for that I am taking one file for local storage. First we'll discuss about what is local storage, then session storage, and finally we'll discuss about what is the difference in between them. So for that I'm like creating one file like local storage .html. Okay, so in this file, first I will take three input fields like employee name and employee email ID and mobile number. Okay, for that first I am taking HTML. So in between HTML I am taking header part here. So in the header part I am taking title like this is local storage, right? So I am taking local storage. Now in the body part I am taking form tag. Okay, yesterday I already explained the forms, right? How to create forms. Please go on through my videos, then you can understand how to create forms. Okay, first I am taking one label for employee name, then I am taking input field for employee name. For that we are having the input type, type equal text I am taking. You can enter any text here, whatever the employee name. Then I am giving the name and ID for this. So name equal to name like that I am taking. Okay, ID equal to ID also name like that I'm taking. See, with the help of ID we can get we can get the input element ID and we can change your input field data. So in this video I will explain how to get the element using ID. Okay, see, this is the employee name. Then after that I am just giving one break here. In the next line I am taking one more label like this is for employee ID. Okay, so the next label is email ID. Okay, not employee ID, email ID like that I'm taking. So next the input type is email is there, right? For email, so that's why I'm taking input type email. Then name I'm taking email, ID also I'm taking like email. Okay, now I'm taking break tag here for the next line purpose. Okay, next I'm taking one more label like mobile number, and then I'm taking input field for this input type tell. Okay, then for this name I'm taking like mobile, then ID also I'm taking like mobile. Okay, so this is the three input fields, right? Then we'll store these three forms data in our Chrome. Okay, I will explain how to store the data. See, just I am saving the file now. We'll see the browser once. Go to your file once, just open with Google Chrome. Here I am opening this file with Google Chrome. We will see in our browser the form is created with three input fields like employee ID, so employee name, email ID and mobile number. Then will take three buttons. So one is for how to store the data, like in your local storage. So local storage means just inspect your browser once, right click on mouse, just inspect once. Then here some tabs there, right in right side, elements, console, sources, network. See, click on arrow button, see more options here. So go to your application once. In the application you will find the local storage and session storage. So in this storages you can store your form data, and you can use this local storage data in throughout application. Whatever you want you can use. Okay, now for that, first I will explain how to store the data. Okay, so for that I am taking one button here. So for that I am taking break tag here for the next line. Okay, so here I am taking one button, input type button. So value equal to store data, like that I am taking. Okay, now the button is created. Now after clicking on this button, you need to store your data in your local storage, right? So for that functionality you need to use JavaScript. Okay, if you want to use the JavaScript in your HTML code, you need to use script tag in your HTML5. So either you can use the script tag in body of your file, or else header part also you can use. Here I am taking in body part. Okay, so for the JavaScript code, this is the form, right? So after this form I am taking one script tag here. So in the script tag you can write your JavaScript code. So you need to define your click event here first of all. So which means after clicking on your button you need to call one function. So for that I am taking, we have one on click event in your JavaScript. So on click event, so after clicking on this button I need to call like store data, give parenthesis. This is one method, so this is one function. So after clicking on this function, this method will call. You need to define your so function, like, so what is the function name here? Store data, right? So in your script data you can define the function like function with the function keyword. Then here you need to give your that what is that store data, right? That function name. So you need to give your this function name. Okay, see, in JavaScript, I already explained what is the function and how to create the function and what is the string number. So I already explained in JavaScript videos. If anyone having any doubts, please go on through my JavaScript videos once. Then you can understand the what is the functions in JavaScript. Okay. This meaning is after on click it is the one event. So after clicking on this store data button, then I am calling one function here like store data. So in the JavaScript it will search for that method. So here that method is there, right? So in this method or function both are same. Okay, so in this function you need to implement your logic here. I'm just consoling the three form values here. I did not implement any logic here. First, we need to console. Okay, just I'm trying to console the form values here. So console.log of here. What is the ID for employee name? ID is name, right? So you can get your employee name using the ID. So we have one document. This is the predefined object. So document means, so here one form is created, right? This is HTML document. In the HTML document, so we have one method like document dot get element by ID. So with the help of this method you can get your that element. Okay, so what is the id for that employee name, right? So you need to give your id here, then dot value. Okay, now same like I'm consoling the this mobile number and email id also. Okay, just you need to give your id for this email and mobile number. So what is the id for email, right? So you need to give email here. Okay, now what is the id for mobile, right? Mobile. See, I am just saving my file. We'll see the consoling will be happen or not, we'll see. Okay, when will this function is called? After clicking on this store data button. So go to browser once, just refresh your browser. See, I'm opening the console here. Currently I don't have any data, so now I am entering the some details like Rajita, employee id Rajita @gmail.com, like that I'm taking mobile number 7995960 like that I am taking. Now I am clicking this store data button. Okay, see, in the console I am getting the three form values. So rajita@gmail.com and my mobile number. Now the next step is just we are checking, right? After clicking on this button, this function is triggered or not, we are just checking, right? So next we need to store this form data in your local storage. So I will tell you how to store the data in your local storage. See, in the local storage currently I don't have any data here. So if you store the data in your local storage, the data is stored in key value field. So this is the key and this is the value. Okay, so then the first step is how to store the data in your local storage. Means the first step is you need to create one object once. Why? Because in the object form we can store your, like I already explained, right, what is the object. So go to javascript, my gone through my javascript videos once, then you will understand what is the object. So how to create object? For example, employee, like that I'm taking. So employee equal to, in the curly braces you need to take the key value field. So in the left side value is key, so name, like that I'm taking colon. Here the right side value is, this is called value, right side is, so this is the left side is key and right side is value. So you can create your object like this. Okay, so first you need to create object for this form data. So just store your form data in your one object. Okay, so for that I am taking one employee data. Okay, like that I am taking one variable employee data equal to, this is one object. So how to define object? In the double curly brace, sorry, in curly braces, right? So here what is that, first one is employee name. Okay, employee name archetype. So how to get employee name? With the help of id you can get your employee name, right? So for that I am taking, like here, document dot get element by id. So what is the id for name? Name, right? So name dot value. So same like this we can store, like say you can store email id here. So how to email id, right? So email id of type document dot get element by id. So what is the id for email? Email, right? Email dot value. Okay, now the third one is mobile number. Okay, now how to get the mobile number? Using the document object. In the document object we have one method like get element by id. So you can get your ID for that mobile number is mobile. You need to mention in quotations, okay? Mobile dot value. Okay. Now the object is created. Now you need to store this object in your local storage. So how to store the data? For that we have one window object in your JavaScript. It is the free defined object that is provided by JavaScript. So window dot local storage. Okay, in the window object we have one method like local, we have one storage like local storage dot. So in the local storage we have one free defined method like set item. With the help of this set item, then we can store your data. So here I am giving the, see in the browser I show you, right? It is in the form of key value face, right? So you need to give key, then you need to give value also. So for that key I am taking the key like just employee data, like that I am taking. Okay, and the next thing is you need to give the value. What is the value here? Employee data. I already stored my employee data in one object, right? So I am giving that object name here. Now I am just saving my file. We'll see the browser once. Okay, see, I am just saving my file and I am just replace my browser once. See, currently I don't have any data in my local storage. Now I'm giving the form data here. I'm entering the employee name and email ID, gmail.com. Now I'm taking the my mobile number like 79959960565. Now here I'm just clicking this store data. Okay, see, in the local storage I am getting the key, but the value is not getting. Why? Because we can't able to read the object in our local storage. So you need to convert this object into string, then you can store. Okay, so for that I am just converting my object into string. So how to convert? We have one method, like we have one method in JavaScript, JSON dot stringify. So this method converts the JSON object into stringify, like string. Okay, if you want to convert one object into string, then you can use JSON dot stringify method. So in the stringify method you need to give your object name here. So this will convert the your employee data object into string. See, I am just saving my file. We'll see the browser. Okay. I'm just replacing my page once. Okay. Now again I'm entering the forms data. Radhita Sanepalli, like that I'm taking. Email ID is raji@gmail.com, like that I'm taking. Then mobile number is 79959960565, like that I'm taking. Now I'm just clicking this storage data button. We'll see. Go to application once. Now I'm getting the employee data in my local storage. See, now email ID, employee name, mobile number, these three values I am getting in my local storage. Now you can use this local storage data in throughout application. See, here I am storing the data. Then how to get this data? See, how to get means, for that we have one get item, like that one method is there. So for the get item, I am taking one more button like get data. After clicking on that get data button, I need to display that local storage data. So for that I am taking input type button, value equal to This is get data. So the button is get data, like that I'm taking. So here I am giving the on click event. So what is the click event here? Get data. Okay, so this is the get data, store data. You can define your own names, but it should be some meaningful names. Okay, give some meaningful names. Okay, here I am getting the data from local storage list. That's why I am giving the name like get data. Okay, now this button is created. See, this get data method you need to call in your JavaScript code. Okay. So this is the store data, right? Now I'm calling one more method. So how to call this function? With the help of function keyword. Function name. Okay. So in the get data, just a minute, I am just formatting my code. Just select the code once, right click on this format selection. Okay. See, now in the function data, I am trying to get my local storage data. So window dot first you need to I'm trying to console, right? So that's why first I'm storing that local storage data in one variable. So I already converted this JSON object into string. Right now in my local storage I'm having the string data. Okay, why? Because here while storing the data I'm converting my JSON object into string, right? So it is in string data. So my local data, okay, local data equal to how to get data, window dot local storage dot then get item. So here how to get item? Based on key. Here the key is employee data, right? So you need to give your key name here. Okay, I am just consoling this local data once. Definitely will get error. Why? Because then while getting the data you need to convert this string into object again. See, we'll see the console once. See, I am already having some data in my, I'm just refreshing my file. No worries, here already the data is stored in my local storage, right? See, in the console I need to get my data after clicking on this get data. See, I am getting the employee is not defined at get data. See, I am giving the quotations here. Okay, you need to give the quotations. See, now also we will get error. Oh, here I am getting this some string format I'm getting. So you need to convert into like object, right? So for that I am converting this local data into JSON object. So how to convert? So for that I'm taking one more variable, local data 1 equal to, so I already stored my data in local data, right? So local data dot, this is string format, right? So how to convert this into like JSON? We have one method like JSON dot pods. Okay, with the help of this JSON first we can convert your string data into like a JSON. So for the understanding purpose, I am giving the string local data, like that I am taking. Okay. So why? Because in the local storage I am having the string data. Now I am converting this string data into JSON. Okay. Now I am consoling this. Okay, we'll console both string data and local data. We'll see the difference, how it will look like. Now I'm consoling this JSON data also. Okay. See, once again I will explain. See, while storing the data, you need to create one object. Then you need to store the data. So before storing the data, you need to convert your object into string. Now I am having the string data in my local storage. Now you need to, if you want to get the data, then you need to convert, you need to convert your string data into object. So in the line number 36, this is the string data. Now in line number 37, this is the JSON data. See, I'm just saving my file. We'll see the browser once. I'm just refreshing my page. Okay. Now in the console, I didn't have any data. Now I just click the this get data button. See, in the line number 36, I am getting the string data, but in line number 37, I am getting the JSON data. This is the object data. Okay, JSON means JavaScript object notation. Okay, so through the get item method, you can get your local storage data. Now, how to remove the data using the remove item method? Okay. Now I am having the one data, right? So in my local storage, see, go to application once. See, I am having the local storage data. Then how to remove this data? See, for that I am taking one more button for removing the data. See, once you store the data on the local storage in the throughout application in multiple files, you can get your local storage data at anywhere. Okay. So for that, first for removing the data, I'm taking one button like input type button value equal to remove data, like that I'm taking. Here also I'm taking on click method. So after clicking on remove data button, I'm calling one function like remove data. Okay. Now you need to call this function in your JavaScript code. So how to call? With the help of function keyword. Okay. Go to my JavaScript and videos. So in the JavaScript videos, go to function classes. Then you will understand what is the function and all. So here I am trying to remove the local storage data. How to remove? Through the window object. So in the window object, the storage is local storage dot remove item. So here you need to remove our item based on the key. What is the key here? Employee data. So I just give my key here and just save my file. Okay. Now refresh the browser once. See, here I am having the remove data button. See, currently I did not click remove data. So here I am having the employee data. Now I just click the remove data. What happened? This data is removed in my local storage. Okay. If you want to store the data, then you can use the set item. If you want to get the data from the local storage, then you can use the get item. If you want to remove the data from the local storage, then you can use remove data. Okay. Now again I'm taking data for the storing data. Rajita, Sanakali, Rajita@gmail.com. Now 799596065. Okay, I'm just storing the data now. Again, the employee data is stored. Now I will explain how to store the data using the session storage, and I will explain what is the difference between them. So for that, um, just a minute. I am just copying this code. Okay. Now I am creating one file for this session storage. Session storage dot html. See, same code, but I am just changing the storage here. So the storage is session storage. Okay, for the get item also I am using the session storage. For the remove data also I am using the session storage. Okay, now I saved my file. I am just opening the session storage file with the Google Chrome. Right click on your mouse and open with Google Chrome and just inspect the browser once. Go to your application. Okay, I already told you this path, right? Click on more options and here application. See, currently I am having the data in my local storage, but in session storage I don't have any data. Now this is the first tab is, see, the first tab is local storage.html file. The second tab is session storage.html file. So I am giving the like Lalita Cora like that I am taking. Then email ID like lally@gmail.com like that I am taking. The mobile number is 391859965 like that I am taking. Now I am just to store the data. See, in the session storage also I am getting the data like Lalita. So Lalita Kora, Lalita Lara and lali@gmail.com and mobile number I am getting in my session storage. See how to get the data. See in the console I don't I'm just removing this console. I am just clicking on get data. See in the get data I am getting this string data and this object data also. Now go to application once. See I am just click this remove button. See the data is removed. Okay, now again I am store the data. So this is the session storage. We'll see the differences what happens. See I am just opening the local storage file in new tab. Okay, so this is the new tab of local storage, right? So go to your network, sorry, application. See the local storage. See, if I open a new tab, I am having the local storage. But if I open new tab, what happened? In the session storage, the data is lost. Okay, the difference between local storage and session storage is if I restart the browser or close this tab or else I open the new tab, if you open the new tab, the data won't be lost in local storage. Okay, even though if you restart the browser or close the browser or else if you open the new tab, the data won't be lost in your local storage. But if you restart your browser or else if you close your browser or else if you open the new tab, the data will be lost in your session storage. Okay, this is the difference guys. So you can store your data permanently here in your local storage, but in session storage if you open a new tab or like restart the browser, the data will be less or lost. Okay, this is the difference between local storage and session storage. Okay, in the next video I will explain like some more HTML5 forms. I will explain like what is the extra input tags available in HTML5, then how to create the like forms using the HTML5. So and some validations also is there, right? HTML5 supports some validations also. We'll see that validations also in the next upcoming video. We'll meet you in next session. Thank you friends. Bye bye.